What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sody Giant TV. I know we missed a week due to the holidays. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I know everybody's looking forward to Christmas coming up. We got a bunch of fantastic shit coming onto the channel going into next year. I think it's going to be awesome. So go ahead and hit that like, subscribe before we jump in the rest of this booster box and let's get it. Hey, yeah, before we even get into the booster box, I want you guys to check out these couple cards over the last 2 weeks. I've been going to the card store, some of my favorites out here, and I went and got me one of each of them. I got this Rayquaza with a rainbow background right there on the hollow. I love that thing right there, super sick. And then I got this Japanese Mewtwo, which really, I just think the art on there is super strange. And I love the weird stuff, and I didn't even realize till now he's a level 67. So that thing right there is super badass. And then one of my favorites all time, other than Rayquaza, but out the OGs, we got that Machamp on the e-reader, and this is actually my first ever first edition Japanese. See if you guys can see that in there, that first edition. And some of them are not in the best shape, but it's part of the collection for me getting into it again for the first year. I think these are pretty cool ones to have. I think this is actually my first e-reader card that I purchased as well. Looking sick on the arts there. But without any further ado, let's jump into this booster box and finish this thing off. We're going to open the full amount of packs out of it this time. We're not going to do a 12er, then another 12er. We're going to open 24. So with that being said, let's get into it here on Sody Giant TV. I know you guys probably been watching plenty of Phantasmal Flames openings. I appreciate you for coming back and chilling with us and getting to open some more. We didn't get no big popping pools if you've seen in the last one, if you've been keeping up with us over here. But that means hopefully that we will get something fantastic out of here. And as I said in the intro, I got a bunch of cool stuff coming. All right, we got a Nibble here on the reverse hollow green. Got that Zacian with the purple reverse hollow and the Reshiram card, which I think we did get once or twice before. See if I can alternate here. But yeah, I think around Christmas in 2 weeks or so, a week, depending on when you guys get this, I am going to open up that UPC, because on Black Friday, I was fortunate enough to pick up another one. So I got one for the hold, I got one for the keep. We're gonna open one here for the channel. That's gonna be my big Christmas deal for myself. And then starting off next year, we got some more cool stuff, as I said before. Hopefully I won't forget, and we'll get into it a little bit later on here on Sody Giant TV. All right, we got our Murkrow on the reverse hollow. That's a wild looking art there. Got the Baneri on the reverse hollow and a Flygon on the hollow. So the hits are not always often early, but sometimes we do get them early. But I'd be all right with anything out of here. So far, if you've been following along, you'll see that I got that Charizard and one of those videos. And then that's about it for the big pops. And I didn't know that was a top 4 card when I pulled it at the time. But afterward, in the editing, as I said, I thought it was pretty sweet. All right, Milcery on the... tricked them. Milcery on the reverse hollow. And all right, we got us a Rotom EX on our first full art for, I think, the whole booster, other than that Charizard Mega EX right there. All right, and then we got our energies. We'll go ahead and sleeve this bad boy up. Yeah, that's pretty sweet there. I like Rotom. I thought it was really neat Pokemon when it first got introduced, or the first time that I saw it, where you could get like the different styles, like the Mo Rotom and all that right there. And I do love the arts on that. That color blue pops so hard off of that orange. We'll set him back here over me and carry on into the next one. See if we can't get some more pops out of here. You guys hip to the channel already, then you'll know that that's what we do over here on Sody Giant TV. Yeah, I like the less expensive ones sometimes, but I am looking for that big pop. And if you've been following along, you'll know we ain't got it yet from really anything Mega Evolution since these new sets have started, but we do have plenty more to open up. And as I said before, we got some more fun shit coming. I got some Japanese I hadn't opened in a while, so be on the lookout for that. Miss Drevis on the reverse, love that one. All right, here we go again. We got us a trainer on the full art with the Dawn. We'll set that off to the side there. You guys who stick around, you can cop that later on if you'll stick around. Who knows, I might pop it up in the middle somewhere, or I might stick it in the end as I normally do. But look at that there. We got the Dawn. Like I said, I don't know. I know there is a Dawn card in there that's big popping. I guess you guys will know Well, I don't know when I edit, but at this time, if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure I popped up the price down there. This actually might be, I can't remember. I think the big boys got her with a Pokemon on that mug. If that ain't it, I'll pop it up down there as well. But we'll keep it moving out here. We got a bunch of packs to go, and I really don't have a bunch of time, but I had to go ahead and squeak in filming on today. This is the first time that I've filmed after eating dinner. I normally don't wait until this late in the evening, but you know, times is what times is, so you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, got us a Mist Revis, got that Charmeleon, Wigglytuff here. All right, got that Wondrous Patch. My fingers are slipping too. I just washed my hands with the softest soap. Got that Trapinch on the reverse, love that color. And here we go, the Toxtricity on the full art. This is one in the beginning that I saw I thought was pretty awesome, where he's running down them steps in the back alley. They always doing some, oh, and then we got that Suicune on the hollow there, but not too impressive after that Toxtricity. Man, hopefully I don't run out of sleeves, guys. Honestly, I thought I had enough by keeping about 10 in the pack. I didn't buy any when I went in last time because I bought a ridiculous amount of stuff that I didn't need to, but hey, I went in on Black Friday. I got a couple things. They got me a Surgeon Sparks ETB they had in there for the 50 bones. I went ahead and copped it up. We're probably not going to open it, but who knows? If you guys ask in the comments, I might go ahead and rip that bad boy open and see if we can't get a big poppin' Pikachu, which actually, that's what I'm really excited for. I keep saying I'm gonna say something about it, but over here to the side, I'll go ahead and grab it real quick. I put it up here. We got the Mega Dream. Can't wait to open that bad boy up. I know there's a good solid Pikachu in there that I've seen the pictures of, and honestly, I'm not one for them little kitty looking arts, as I've said 1,000 times, but that Pikachu is fire flame, son. I'm trying to get that thing. All right, Jumbo Ice Cream. Got us another Wigglytuff here. Got that Bronzong, that Pomo on the reverse hollow, and the Zacian full art. Here we go, you guys. I've talked all that ish about how we don't never get the big popping pools. All right, and we got the Vileplume back there, but man, the hits are coming in here. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. That was kind of effed. But oh lordy, I'm not even gonna have enough sleevey boys to sleeve up everything I got here. Actually, no, pause, wait on that. I do have some things. We'll just keep it moving. If I have to cut it and pop it in, I will. We'll cut out and I'll get the other ones to mask up. Hopefully we do, honestly, because I hope I can get all the hits that I can get up out of here. Like I said, we've been searching for them for the channel, and I just shelled out tons of dollars, I feel like, trying to get some of this stuff right here. Not really tons, you know what I'm saying, but around the holidays, any little money seemed like a lot of bit of money, you know what I'm saying, for the 9 to 5ers out here. So it's awesome you guys join us here on Sody Junt TV, where I get to open it and share it with you guys. All right, we got a Dugong on the reverse and a Paldean Whooper on the hollow full art. Boy, what is happening here? Looking like he just left a gas station. It's got a couple of them out here going through the muck, and another Vileplume there on the hollow. Boys and girls, let me tell you what, this is nice. This is nice. Even though this is only my second booster box ever, I didn't get a bunch of pulls out of that Mega Evolutions. If you want to watch and you hadn't, I'll pop that mug over there or down there or somewhere you can go check it out. But I was talking mad-ish, and here we go. What do we got already, you guys? 5 or 6 here. We got that Paldean Whooper. We got that Zacian full art, that Toxtricity. Got that Dawn Trainer and that Rotom EX double star. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and set these to the side so we can make room in there, and I'm going to grab my little package, so we'll be right back after these messages. All right, yeah, we had to go ahead and get our top loaders up out of here because I still got some penny sleeves, but I didn't have enough top loaders in my little box. Like I said, I hadn't been getting hits, and honestly, I wasn't prepared to open this full. I was still thinking about doing a 12er and then another 12er, but I figure I'd skip the week. It's holiday season. We got a bunch of cool shit coming up, as I said, so I go ahead and do you guys a big solid, and we can just bang this booster box out. Alliteration. All right, got that Linoan on that one. Got us a Haunch Crow there. All right, Survivor on the reverse. You know, sometimes we can't see it, but I see my fingers in that mug. All right, Linoan on the reverse. And we got that Orcorio EX All right, we will take that, and I will go ahead and sleeve that mug up in the little penny sleeve. I think, yeah, that's our first regular EX up out of here, but we are going to set it to the back because it is a hit, depending on how you look at it. I should have straightened up my little pile over here, not even going to lie, guys, when I was doing these messages. I've been talking about doing it. I was telling my son anyway that I was thinking about actually making fake commercials. Don't hold me to it, but I'm still thinking about it, just, for funds. All right, got that Char Cadet. Excuse me, taco night. It was Tuesday when I filmed this. Got that Lombre, got that Duraludon, got that Gliscor, we got that Mama Swine, Jumbo Ice Cream, got that Ghastly on the reverse. I love them's there too. Got that Mama Swine on the reverse, which is pretty sick looking, and the Flygon on the hollow. So we just slowed down a bit. We got back to back hits out that mug, so we ain't complaining. I don't have to get nothing else the rest of this box, even though it is a bunch of packs, and we still, unless that Dawn was it, like I said, you guys will know at this moment while you're watching than I did while recording. So recording me has no idea how big that Dawn was, but I'm pretty sure there was a Pokemon in that top rarity card here. All right, got that Darmanitan, another Linoan. We're getting them in spades now. Got that Gliscor on the reverse, Smeargle on the reverse. I like the art on that, and him creeping up out the alleyways there. All right, and a Mega Diancie on the EX there. I do believe we got it on our first opening, or maybe we got it last week on that, or a couple weeks ago for you guys, on the Phantasmal Flames booster. Yep. All right, we'll go ahead and set that Mega Diancie back there. I saw there's some more Megas coming out in new sets too. A couple new releases they've been talking about is that Mega Greninja. I can't wait for that set to drop. And honestly, out of that Mega Japanese set that I got to open there, I always forget what the freaking name on that joint is. The Mega Dream. I'm not a big fan of the Mega on that Dragonite. I do love Dragonite. He's the OG dragon. Don't get me twisted. He's probably the weakest looking dragon, but he is one of my top faves all time. But I do not like the way that Mega looks on him. But I will say that art card in there with the Dratinis and the Dragonairs and all that shit, fire. Like this Moltres here on the reverse hollow. All right, and we got us a Gramble on the reverse hollow and the Reshiram on the hollow. So yeah, we've definitely slowed down the pace on the banging pulls up out of here. But like I said, we ain't gonna fret. We got plenty of stuff in there, and I got a bunch of stuff to open, you guys. The collection is only getting thicker over here on Sody Junk TV. Honestly, I don't even keep that shelving like that. I turned it to the side. That's my bed over there, but you probably can't see it. But I turned that thing to the side, and I left it like this since the last recording because that mud got so heavy. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to store some of them things there. There's ETBs back there, but they're like back there. You know what I'm saying? So what you see ain't always what you get, but it's what I got, and then some. All right, got us that Gloom on the reverse hollow. Love the greens, that Jumbo Ice Cream on the trainer, and the Mega Heracross on the EX. So the pulls are a-coming, you guys. We cannot escape the pulls out here. It's crazy though, I didn't get a single EX, and then once I move my stack over here, we triple X EX like Vin Diesel up in this mug, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into the next pack. I think we're probably getting to about the halfway point here. So, I'd like to say we've done pretty good. If you want to go ahead and let me know what your favorite card I pulled was, or if you've been opening and you got some favorite pulls that you got, let me know down in the comments below. All right, and we'll go ahead and rip off into this next one. Yeah, y'all see my pile over here. I should have did something about it, but who knows? I might just, here in a second, have to do a hard cut on you guys, or you'll be back after these messages again. You know what I'm saying? Grimsley move on the reverse hollow and the Palmot. I did miss it again on the reverse hollow for the darkness. But yeah, I'll be back after these messages once more time where I go ahead and get this pile sorted up. All right, now we're back. All right, yeah, I had to get that sorted out. We got plenty of packs here. I'm just starting to realize, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut it and put it in the intro, but this is the biggest pack opening we've ever done on the channel. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into another one on the back half of this Phantasmal Flames from the new Mega Evolution set and Pokemon. All right, got that Battle Cage. I love that one on the full art for the trainers. Like I said before, Paldean Taurus. Got an Oddish reverse we love. Got the A-Palm. I like that one there, honestly. Pretty slick. And then the Genesect, which that's another one I love too. But man, just getting into it and then doing it for the channel where I'm picking and buying and opening, I figured if I'm going to get some for the collection with the raws, I am just going to stick with a few of the basic ones. I'd like to do some Gengars and some Alakazams, but at the moment, I'm going to stick it where I'm at, and I'm going to keep going with my Mewtwo collection, my Machamp collection, and the Rayquazas. Those are going to be my main 3 squeezes, you know what I'm saying? All right, got us an A-Palm, almost double featured on that Linoan there. That one's not the one with the Honchkrow. Got us a Blowtorch. All right, that Darumaka on the reverse holo. Love that red. Shiny, and bronzer and mirrors. I like that right there where you see its reflection in the back. That's pretty sweet. And the Palmot on the holo. So yes, we've definitely slowed down here. We got what, 4 packs over there, another 4 packs over there. So 9 counting this one. So we're definitely into the back half of this one here, but it's been great. I hope you guys have been enjoying this one. If you have, if I didn't tell you already, which I might have, go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe if you ain't done so already. And if you have, I appreciate you for coming back and seeing us again here on Sody Giant TV while we bust into this Phantasmal Flames. All right, we got that Crocodile, got us a Honchkrow on the reverse, seen a little bit up there. That Blowtorch, which like I said, I'd take that one in the full art too. And that A-Palm on the holo. Go left side on this one. Got the Charizard on the front. Man, boy, I would love to pull one of them big popping golds, but I ain't going to be stingy. It's all right. I'm just going to stick with what I get and not throw a fit. But like I said, man, I hadn't got a single one of them monochromatics. I ain't got none. So we're trying to get it out here on Sody Giant TV. Can we get that pop? Coming big time, all right? Got us known that Battle Cage. Got a Haunter on the reverse holo. Got that Sacred Charm, which we pulled before, and the Moltres on the holo. We're gonna try to get it a little bit quicker here in the back half, you guys, because normally like 18 minutes is my longest jump. But like I said, this is the biggest pack opening we've ever done on the channel. Stick around and find out what we got. That's it. That's the intro. And I might even still leave it here on you guys too. All right, into the next pack. Got us a Ghastly. Got that Nimble. All right. Oh, Piloswine. Got that Bolton, which got some pretty cool cards. I love Cresselia too. I ain't gonna lie. I love getting some of them in the collection. All right. Reshiram on the reverse. We got that Bramblin on the reverse and a Suicune on the holo. Getting a bunch of holos in the back half here. But we did, like I said, hell, we got 3 EXs. We got a couple full art EXs. I actually, for the first time ever, normally I'd take a photo from the film to do it for the thumbnail, but today I actually did the thumbnail beforehand. So I took all the packs out and counted them, and I dropped one of them and was like, yeah, I'll pull a Charizard, it's gonna be in there. But there was a pack lodged behind there. I thought it was only 11 on the one side, so I'm kind of glad I took them out and got it, everything organized in the front. Got that Sableye, all right, Sableye, however you say, Suicune on the reverse, and the Flygon on the holo. Love a Flygon too, but like I said, prioritize with the collects. I love Bulbasaur. Everybody knows if you've been here for a minute, the Bulbasaur, that's my original starter. He's one of my favorite all-time boys. But, you know, Venusaur, he wasn't the GOAT, you know what I mean? It was always Machamp in the beginning. I love Charizard too, but Machamp, that's a top doer. All right, Surledge, Fire Breather, Crocodile, got that Zigzagoon, and we got a Ludicolo on the full art. I can't believe they are pouring out. I guess this is a gold star right here, so this one probably a little bit better up in the pile on the value wise, but man, that is actually pretty sick. That's the creep, you know what it is, that Ludicolo from that Detective Pikachu's, you know what I'm saying? If you've been here for a minute, you'll know. Drop in the comments, you remember that one. All right, and let's go ahead and get our first of our top loaders that we pulled out. Man, that Joker right there is sick. And you take precedence over everybody back here, even though in my last time I was putting $3 Spearows over top of $50 Charizard. So, you know, what do I know out here? Y'all probably can't see it. It's super cut. Got that Dragonite shirt on. I was in here dogging Dragonite, and I got a Dragonite t-shirt on. I'll be back in a moment. My camera just shut out. Mother fricker. All right, hopefully I'll be right back in it. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess I got too much storage on the main camera up there. Luckily, we're getting into the end here of the time. So I am going to try to go through this a little quicker, make sure we don't have no more hiccups. I don't know where that junk cut off, but I know there's been a long one. There's going to be plenty of cuts, even though I prefer doing it like it's live. All right, Surledge on the reverse, got that Duraludon on the reverse, and the Zacian on the hollow. Yeah, when I do them, I post them, and then I actually do the premiere, and I watch every premiere just in case somebody gets on there and wants to chat shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. First year in the channel. I appreciate everybody who stuck around this long in the video. I appreciate everybody that stuck around this long to the channel with your subscriptions. Like I said, we got a bunch of hot shit coming next year. I got that Japanese to open. I still gonna open that other Phantasmal Flames booster box. All right, Toxtricity. All right, Toxtricity on the hollow. And are you fucking with me? Go ahead and look at that Toxtricity so we can set it to the side, guys. Look at that beauty. I'm speechless right now. I know I'm supposed to be hurrying up because I got a couple packs over there and my cameras may be ready to die at any given moment. But are you fronting, son? Look at that. You can see the texture because my light is so ish. Look at that. It looks like a thumbprint. This mug right here, dog. The Grail, son. That's what we was hoping for. That's what we was hoping for. So the Junk TV started almost 1 year ago. And that was the idea, was to get that pop right there. And I bet this was the pack I dropped. I said it, didn't I? I said it before, and then I said it again on camera. I said I dropped the pack when I pulled this shit out of there, and I really hope that Charizard ain't in there. And guess what? Hey, 2 packs left, you guys. I'd ask for some 2-pack magic, but we not even stressing it. You heard me? I'd have cut that for the intro. Man, I appreciate you guys sticking around this long if you've been here for the whole time. I know sometimes nobody stay to the end. You might stay to the very end just to get them TCG pocket codes, which I will be posting in here. I will probably try to do a recap of all the cards too, so stick around to the end for that. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Come on now. Got that Flygon on the reverse, Wondrous Patch, and you got that Genesect. Oh, my Lanta. Honestly, I'm so over the moon right now, I might just completely forget about them codes. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I had to do it like that. Man, I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to tell my guy Jordan at work. He's not going to believe it. I'm going to send him a picture immediately. He's going to know before the video even hits you guys. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming, sticking around. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. If you have, I appreciate all the love. Thanks for joining us on this one. Let's see, can we get some last pack magic for real? And we got Empoleon on the EX. So, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to complain at all on this one. Not one bit. Man, I wish I'd have filmed this earlier in the day so that way I can start acting crazy about it. Got Empoleon. We got plenty of stuff. Take one more gander at it before I pop them codes up. We did it, you guys. We did it. We finally got us one. I appreciate y'all sticking around, man. Don't even look at my fingers. I know. I told you I'm a trailer mechanic. My shit's dirty as hell. But we'll see you on the next one. Peace.